The Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Shh. Have you heard? You ain't hear about that. Did you hear? Who told you? That Increased Solution LLC is making a 24/7 network? Come on now. Well, what about the Sidney Rhodes Show? Oh, Sidney Rhodes Show is still going to be from 9 to midnight, though. Oh, okay, because, you don't be tripping. Sidney Rhodes Show is still from 9 to midnight. Okay. But, you mean all those other hours, 24/7, need to be filled? Which means cats they can have their own show? You tripping. Are you serious? Or they can be guests on other shows? So you mean if you had a talent or idea or something you want to do, you got a chance right here to reach the world? Come on, man. What's the catch? What? All they gotta do is get at you? On Facebook? Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr.? So wait a minute, what kind of topics? I mean, what, they could do what? Relationships, religion, news, education, health, race, business development, entertainment, empowerment? What? All of that? And whatever else? What? All they gotta do is get at you? What you trying to say? That if they want to get out there, they can get out there. This their chance. For real though? For real, they just go Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., send you a message and be like, hey, this is something I want to do. And then if it's good, it's good. Is that what you're trying to say? For real? Man, that sounds all right. That's kind of cool. All right. Nah, I'm with that. I ain't going to hold you up with that. All right. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Okay. All right. I might try to have a show. That's all right. Well, wait. What if I got a product or a service, something I just want to advertise to the world? I could Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., and I can hook up and try to get that too? Man, that's all right. Oh, man, go on, man. That's cool, man. All right. No, I ain't gonna hate. I like it. 24/7 network. All right, helping people, giving some good perspectives, having people think about things, man, and some entertainment too, man. That's hot. All right. I'm cool. That'll work. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You know, why do this, Sidney Rhodes Show? Well, it's not about whether or not, we have all the answers. I think it's a collaborative effort. I think that there are a lot of brilliant people in the world, and this is a point, a critical point in history. And if we can circle the wagons round, if we can bring the people together to think about the concepts and look at things from a different angle, different perspective, look deeper, I mean, it's possible that we can help somebody. It's possible that we can create better structures, towards a more perfect union. You dig? I mean, so I really, I throw out a lot of questions, because I really want people to think. And sometimes I just I believe there's a utility to just allowing some things to be questioned. Just that First Amendment right. Just allow it to be questioned. And then if it's the truth, let it be the truth. I mean, if it stands, let it stand. If not, then we got work to do. You feel me? I think we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our future. We owe it to our children to get to the truth and then stand on that. That's the Sidney Rhodes Show, So I invite people from all different perspectives, with respect. We put it up. We put it to the test. That's what we do. Sidney Rhodes Show. And that's why we do what we do. Gotta love it. Sidney Rhodes Show. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Hey, what's happening? Sidney Rhodes Show. You know. How you doing tonight? Thank you for being with us this evening. I hope you're doing well. We are here from 9 until midnight. Can you dig it? 9 to midnight. Just for you, and even you. Holla if you hear me. Well, off top, let me say I appreciate the insightful responses that we received to our question through Facebook. We wanted to know about if men and women can just be friends. So fair enough, we're going to take it to another level tonight, which I think is useful. We put the feelers out there to see, hey, do you even think that men and women can even just be friends? I think that's a pretty good debate in and of itself, whether or not men and women can be friends. But it definitely will be covered as we go deeper. So I'm going to have to explain the foundation of a few of my thoughts tonight, if you don't mind, and share them with you. But as always, Sidney Rose Show, you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. What's that about? No. You are welcome to chat with us. You're welcome to call live 917-725-4241 and say, hey, man, no, I just don't see it that way. And we do it with respect. But we chop it up together. I don't expect that everyone will agree. In fact, I know everybody don't agree with me. Shucks. How could you? It just don't work that way. But I'm okay. I'm okay with putting perspective to the test. Can you dig it? I'm okay with laying it out there live and letting you, chop it up if you can, join with it, make it better. We do what we do. But I ain't afraid to put it out there. So, we gotta see what's up. We gotta see what's up. So, in that spirit, I titled tonight's program, Ladies. Don't you love the ladies? I know I love the ladies. Thankful to the Lord for the ladies. Just thankful. Ladies, having a man as a best friend is useful but dangerous. Now I want to repeat. Ladies, having a man as a best friend is useful but dangerous. 917-725-4241, Sidney Rose Show. Well, I'm on the team. I want to see women do well. I want women to have healthy relationships, and that's not always easy. Sure enough, ain't easy. And so there's a utility that I'm already accepting, that men and women have much to offer one another. I accept. I know for myself that a lot of what I know about women has come from other women. Can you dig it? Spending the hours and hours and hours and hours, y'all, and hours and years listening. Oh, Lord. Listening and hearing women talk to me. I have, a lot of time, y'all, a lot of time. I have gained some insight. So, as 100% man, I present thoughts, but I have to credit the women in my life for putting that skill level, putting that insight, putting that awareness in my mind, in my energy. Now, but there's a difference, because most of the times when that's happened, it was because it was a woman that I was involved with. Okay. So I do believe that we were able to touch on some deep stuff because we were already vulnerable to certain insights, certain feelings, certain emotions, certain breaches of logic, certain, I don't want to say manipulation, y'all, but let's just say persuasion. You know, when you're making an argument, right? You making your case why you think your side is correct, a lot comes out. So I try to make it. I'm gonna make my point if I'm involved with you. You know, I'm gonna make my point, but I'm pretty good at listening to your side. Just like on this program, you know, you call respect. I'm gonna give you your time to say what you gotta say. I ain't worried about it. You know, I mean, I'll listen. Say what you gotta say. I'll tell you right now, that don't mean I'm gonna agree with you, but say what you gotta say. I mean, you know, that's cool with me. And so I have benefited personally in relationships from having that same flow. Say what you gotta say. You know, we do it with respect. Say what you gotta say. Just don't think that once I heard all that I'm gonna change my mind. But I'm gonna listen. Hey, sometimes, you know, women, sometimes you might think because you said all that therefore the dude just gonna be like, okay. No. I'm really listening though, because if there's something to gain, I want to get it. Holla if you hear me. So that same philosophy yields me to accept the fact that there's a lot to be gained from both sides of the conversation, man, woman. So I can imagine that if she were just a friend of mine, a friend only, I can imagine that we could have some great conversations. We could have some moments of support and consideration, and, you know, we could have that for a time. For a time. But I'm not so sure that we can continue with that vulnerability and not have it bleed into some other things. Now, you might say, well, you know, that's a lack of self-control. I don't know about that. That's something that you're gonna have to make that case to me. There is self-control, but then there's also accepting your natural self. Holla if you hear me. I mean, so if the issue is, well, I'm going to just punish myself to just be your friend because I'm just going to make sure that we just going to stay friends. I'm going to punish myself to just prove that we can just be friends. Well, now, am I really with my will or against my will? You know, so I mean, okay, so that's why I say, you know, I really respect the comments that we had on Facebook, because women, the mass majority of women said yes. Men and women can be friends. You know, I just left it at that level. We didn't get too deep, but I left it there. Said yes. Okay. So, you know, I mean, you know, I mean, but this is a Sydney Rose show. So we got to push it. You know, we got to get to the nitty gritty. So, you know, yeah, technically, can y'all be friends? Okay, well then, you know, there's an argument to be made for that. You can be friends. All right, you can be friends. But are you really being true to yourself? Are both of you really being true to yourself? I mean, just for kicks. If the dude you friends with, if you said, hey, I'm thinking that we should try, the two of us. Maybe we should try. Is he gonna say, heck nah, I can't even think about dating you, girl. Ain't no way in the world. Is that what his response is gonna be? Because if his response is that, then why is he such a good friend of yours? So you confuse me, but I'm gonna have, you know, a lot of time to chop that up tonight too. You know, because of a good friend. See, we go from friend to, you know, like, I mean, if he's just an associate, you know, somebody at the job, you say, well, oh, that's my buddy, or, you know, something like that. You know, that's why tonight I want to get a little deeper, because I'm putting the term best for a reason, you know, because I want to get us to the point of saying, is it really healthy if your best friend can't be there for you naturally, if your best friend is actually restraining themselves, that's one level. Then there's another level of who are they not giving certain things to that's pulling them, but they giving it to you. Now, see, we going to have to get to that, to those points. But that just gives you a little overview of how I'm going to get myself in trouble tonight. That just warm you up to the fact that how I'm going to make you upset tonight. But I do believe that on the strength of just GP, yes, men can benefit a lot from having associations with women. Women can benefit a lot from having associations with men. We can go deeper and deeper, but just on the strength of that perspective, that balance in life, that we are created in a way for balance. Okay, the universe has a balance. I mean, there's a balance. If there were no balance, if there were no rhythm, if there were no symmetry, then your body wouldn't be one side like the other. You wouldn't be able to have male and female parts that come together so wonderfully. You wouldn't have the ecosystem. You wouldn't have the society to move in a certain way, the universe to move in a certain way. You wouldn't have creation to move in a certain way, procreation, etc. You wouldn't have the cycle of life if there was not an intent to have balance. Can you dig it? There would be no point of a seed. There'd be no point of rain. Can you dig it? I mean, there's a balance. So I'm okay with a man looking for the balance that he's missing. But if he's finding it in a woman that's only a friend, is he robbing the woman in his life? Or vice versa? Is he robbing his friend? If I really have to be, attentive to my woman, how am I being such a great friend to you? So, when we say danger, Sid, what do you mean danger? What do you mean danger? Well, there's all types of danger. And we're going to talk about it tonight. But there's all kinds of danger that we need to be careful of when we allow ourselves to be connected to anybody for any reason. Oh, he just my friend. Oh, yeah, well, be careful. Be ye therefore careful. Because they're in your life space, right? They're in your energy. Okay? So now if they're part of your energy before the man got there, ladies, so if you got a cat who's all in your hookup as your best friend, okay, he's all in your space, but you don't have a man, so y'all getting all kind of extra time and space. He's filling all kind of gaps that you don't have a man to fill. Can you dig it? Now, when that dude come around, I'm talking about the new guy, right? He come around, what happens to that relationship with you and that man? What happens to that space within you that you were substituting maybe? See, I'm not talking about just sex, right? I'm saying there may be other things that just communication, understanding. When you stressed out, 2 a.m, you call, he'll answer. That's useful, right? Okay. But now if you have a situation with your man overnight and y'all get to fussing, like we used to call it, fussing, if you need to call your best friend, but your best friend is Johnny, that might not go over so well. 917-725-4241. I invite you to continue to think about all sides of the equation. So I'm Cindy Rose Show, we try to be fair. We try to be fair and not give bogus absolutes, like, no, there's no way you could have a woman as a friend. No, there's, or yes, there's, we try to admit that there are exceptions. We try to admit that, there are certain people that can do amazing things. I mean, I ain't been in no Olympics for no gymnastics. I ain't gonna try. There's people that can do all kind of stuff, flipping all over the place. Sid ain't flipping. But I mean, there's cats that can do that. Get on a beam and, do all the back flips and all. Sid ain't doing none of that. Okay? Now, so everybody got their place. There are exceptionary people that can do exceptionary things. Okay. But in general, my contention tonight to help the ladies is, I think you're in a dangerous spot if you have a best friend that's a man. And we'll continue to make that case. Keep it locked. 917-725-4241. We'll be right back, and then I'll say some more things to make you upset. So there it is. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. You know, why do this, Sidney Rhodes Show? Well, it's not about whether or not, we have all the answers. I think it's a collaborative effort. I think that there are a lot of brilliant people in the world, and this is a point, a critical point in history. And if we can circle the wagons round, if we can bring the people together to think about the concepts and look at things from a different angle, different perspective, look deeper, I mean, it's possible that we can help somebody. It's possible that we can create better structures, towards a more perfect union. You dig? I mean, so I really, I throw out a lot of questions, because I really want people to think. And, sometimes I just, I believe there's a utility to just allowing some things to be questioned, just that First Amendment right, just allow it to be questioned, and then if it's the truth, let it be the truth, I mean, if it stands, let it stand. If not, then we got work to do. You feel me? I think we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our future. We owe it to our children to get to the truth and then stand on that. That's the Sidney Rhodes Show, So I invite people from all different perspectives, with respect. We put it up. We put it to the test. That's what we do, Sidney Rhodes Show. And that's why we do what we do, Gotta love it. Sidney Rhodes Show. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Hey, we're back. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, Sidney Rhodes Show. Every night, 9 to midnight. We are live here for you. So what do you think? You been thinking about the concept here? Ladies, having a man as your best friend is useful, but dangerous. I'm going to hold to that. Let's talk about, emotions. Now, ladies, you know that there are exceptions to every rule, but in general, you have emotional complications. And I say that with all love and respect. Some emotional complications. Now, those same emotional complications are great assets. They are necessary in so many areas of life. The flip side, lots of fellas, we have, again, exceptions to every rule. Sometimes we are emotionally detached. Can you dig it? So try not to be so defensive right now. Just hear what the man's saying, because I'm talking to you now. Now, that the men you've been involved with, sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get them to emotionally attach to the level that you need. Now, just let that do what it do for a minute. I'm right. That typically, even a good dude does not give you the level of emotional support consistently like you envisioned in your mind as to how this perfect thing would roll out. Come on now. Now we gonna talk. We got to be able to talk. Now we gonna act like it ain't the truth. Then that's a different thing. We can't really get to the heart of it. Sometimes, fellas, we have this emotional detachment, and ladies, sometimes you have these extra emotional needs. All right. Well, I done said it. 917-725-4241. So, if we are dealing with your emotional state and your emotional complexities, how you gonna have a best friend who is a man unless he's some type of rare man, rare, where he's able to support your emotional complexities. Now, just work with that for a second. So you done found a man who can support your emotional complexities. Now, there's lots of areas in your life, woman. I ain't trying to act like there's only emotion, but we're picking the one to just start with. We got till midnight. Take your time. Take your time. We got till midnight. So you done found some dude that can support your emotional complexity better than a woman. Now, just in passing, if you're able to do that, this rare man, just in passing, I want to know how in the world y'all ain't never thought about dating each other. But that's a different thing. But somehow you got this rare man who's in tune with you. He's so in tune with you, girl. I mean, he, there for you. Communicate, knows your sentence before you finish it, knows the end of it, and y'all finish each other's sentences. The whole thing. I mean, this is like Hollywood. Y'all in groove and moving like that, You get your nails done, he the first one to notice. You get a new pair of shoes, he the first one to recognize, compliment. He even know your shoe size, know whether you a 9 narrow, Wow. He know which brand. He know 9 West runs narrow. So, when he go shopping for you, you got a narrow foot. So he go to 9 West first so it can, he old school like that. He got it like that, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. He old school like that. So this dude is so in tune. All your hairstyles, he the first one to notice. He right there with you. When you need to talk, he'll stop what he doing. Right? It don't matter what, he gonna stop. He ain't giving you that, I'm busy. Don't you know I got stuff to do? Let me get back to you. You got that special ringtone on his phone and your picture pop up and he is on it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I just wanted to say hi. I didn't need nothing. Okay. But he gonna answer just as quick whether you got an emergency or you just want to just say, guess what I just saw? I almost just hit something. There was a bird that flew by in front of me and it was red. Just wanted to tell you that. This cat is with you like that. He's your best friend. Okay. Now again, you done found this rare find, right? But y'all ain't gonna talk about no dating. Y'all gonna just be okay. But you done got this rare. Matter of fact, let me, because I got to, let me put my foot down for a second. So when you describe this man to your girlfriends, when you describe this man to your mama, I mean, he's best friend. So when your girlfriend's telling you how they man don't pick up the phone, text instead of call, they angry, don't spend enough quality time, got other stuff to do, don't seem to be sensitive, they don't feel comfortable, he's too controlling, whatever the case is, you got the opposite when it comes to your best friend. So you like, hey, I hear you, but such and such, he don't treat me like that. So I'm just wondering if your girlfriend gonna be like, yeah, y'all shouldn't date, or is she gonna be like, if you ain't gonna date him, can you pass me his number? Because it ain't making sense. But okay. 917-725-4241. I mean, okay. So just emotionally, he's your best friend. Okay. Now I want to just walk that line for a second. So let's say your best friend, I can go to an angle of, now you get a man. Like you didn't have a man, but now you get a man. But hold on, because we might turn that corner later too. But let's turn this corner. Let's say your best friend now finds the woman of his dreams. Now this is your best friend. Y'all been together through thick and thin. See, I'm trying to help the women. I try to help the ladies. And I want you to play this out, because maybe you're not expecting this to happen. Okay, but this so-called best friend of yours, that's a man, What happens if he meets the woman that does it for him? I mean, puts him on that right straight road. I mean, I mean, really, So when that happens, now he gonna tell you, right? Because y'all that tight, right? I mean, y'all tight. So he breaking it down, about the woman that he done met and how she's this and how she's that. And okay, so you would probably tell me right now you so happy for him, you so proud. Okay. But if I could tap into your real, I wonder if a part of you would say, yeah, but I was doing that with you. I thought we had great conversation. I thought we were so close. I thought, and she don't even know you like I know you. How you gonna be all, I mean, I don't see. Sydney Rhodes Show. So I'm looking at you, sister, and I'm saying, okay, so when he's telling you about how great this chick is, and she's, he thinks the world of her and gonna spend the rest of his life and can't imagine being without her. But he just talking to you because that's how y'all talk, right? That's how y'all are best friends. So, okay. Come to find out, this woman is crazy about him too. Now, she don't know him like you know him. Let's give him a name. Let's call him George. Let's call him George. So she don't know George like you know George. But George is tripping over her and she tripping over George. Holla if you hear me. So now she starts to get more involved because she's seeing, hey, this really could be something. This is all right. So start spending more time, wants more time, needs more time. Come on, you see where I'm going with this. I'm trying to look out for you, sister. So now she starts to stay at the house every other night or so. He at her house, then she's at his house. Now he your best friend. Was always there to pick up the phone, was always there to recognize you, was always there to support you emotionally. But now George, he got to use them same skills. He got to be in tune with his woman. So when she makes a move, he got to notice it because that's, he on his job now. He ain't trying to lose her. So George is watching her the way he used to watch you. He complimenting her like he used to compliment you. But he can't compliment you the same way as the frequency ain't there because he's spending the time with her. But he your best friend. So now let's say you just needed to tell him about the red bird that flew across your path when you was driving to work. And normally George is right there, pick up the phone with your face smiling. Maybe when y'all took a trip somewhere, you and his on his phone just smiling. So when the phone rang, he always answered. You could just tell him about the little red bird that flew across your path. So you decide you're going to call him, but wait a minute. Maybe you think twice about it. See, dangerous. Now you say, well, maybe I shouldn't call because maybe she over there and I don't want to wake him up and I don't want to. That's so considerate of you. But what about your needs now? Talk to him, Sid. But let's say you get excited one morning when a green bird flies in front of you. I mean, a green one, right? So you're just excited. You're like, hey, green bird. So now you're like, whoa, and you don't even think twice and you just call George. She answered the phone. This so-and-so, I just wanted to talk to George. Okay, he in the shower right now. You want to hold on or have him call you back? But that ain't gonna do nothing to you. I mean, you done lost the whole. You don't even feel like you've been talking about no green bird now. I mean, and you don't even know what to say because it ain't even that important. Y'all didn't connect like that. You wasn't even like, oh, I gotta make an appointment when you get out the shower. Yeah, have him call me. You just feel like, how do you even explain that? Nah, he don't really need to call me because it ain't even important, so that's all right, So she like, well, then what you call for? If it ain't important, I know y'all cool, but if it ain't important, what you call for? I just want to tell him about, now you sound silly, like you going to I want to tell him about this green bird that just, and she probably thinking, why you trying to tell George about that? Why don't you find somebody to tell that to? He don't need to hear about that. Dun, dun, dun. So you done had your emotions wrapped up in George, and George was there for you, and Sydney Rhodes on the Sydney Rhodes Show is trying to prepare you to say to yourself, I may be in a dangerous spot and not even realize it. 917-725-4241. We'll be right back. Sydney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sydney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sydney Rhodes Show. You know, why do this, Sydney Rhodes Show? Well, it's not about whether or not, we have all the answers. I think it's a collaborative effort. I think that there are a lot of brilliant people in the world, and this is a point, a critical point in history. And if we can circle the wagons round, if we can bring the people together to think about the concepts and look at things from a different angle, different perspective, look deeper, I mean, it's possible that we can help somebody. It's possible that we can create better structures, towards a more perfect union. You dig? I mean, so I really, I throw out a lot of questions, because I really want people to think. And, sometimes I just, I believe there's a utility to just allowing some things to be questioned, just that First Amendment right, just allow it to be questioned, and then if it's the truth, let it be the truth, I mean, if it stands, let it stand. If not, then we got work to do. You feel me? I think we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our future. We owe it to our children to get to the truth and then stand on that. That's the Sydney Rhodes Show, So I invite people from all different perspectives, with respect. We put it up. We put it to the test. That's what we do, Sydney Rhodes Show. And that's why we do what we do, Gotta love it. Sydney Rhodes Show. The Sydney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sydney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sydney Rhodes Show. Hey, we're back. Sydney Rhodes Show. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We are honored that you are here with us. Of course, you can always connect with us Facebook, Sydney J. Rhodes Jr., always on Twitter at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr., iTunes, and YouTube. Hey, everything is free. Free. It's here for you. You put in your search bar, iTunes, YouTube, The Sydney Rhodes Show. All the programs on demand. You can listen, share, yell at me, mad. Then you let me know what you think. You do not have to agree. That's, we just do it with respect, but you don't have to agree. We trying to get to. That's what's up, So we invite you to chime in, whether it's through the chat vehicles or you can call in live, 917-725-4241. We're here from 9 till midnight. Live, just for you. All right. So now our concept, ladies, having a man as a best friend is useful but dangerous. Now let's go back to you and George. And if you are just catching up with us, then, just like I said, all the programs are on demand. So, you grab the other part of this. All right. So now you thinking about this, boundaries, I guess I kind of do need to have some boundaries. I mean, I can understand he's in a relationship now. Yeah. Okay. So now stop right there. Stop. See, that's what I'm concerned about. That's exactly what I'm concerned about. And again, everybody's got a full palette of emotions and desires, and there's just a whole plethora of things that make you what you are. Okay, so right now we're trying to isolate it into your emotion. The emotional complexities that make you you. And I don't want you to stop doing and being who and what you are. Okay? You did the calculus. The calculus said George is a great friend. He should be my best friend. And part of that calculus was because he was available emotionally for you, to support you. That's what you needed. So now here you go, trying to be logical, trying to balance it out, trying to be respectful, trying to have boundaries now. Now stop. Wait a minute. See? Don't you see the danger in that? You see what you're doing now? You're sacrificing. Stop. Listen to what I'm saying. You're sacrificing what you already knew that you needed. Okay, well then you were wrong that he was such a great best friend. Then you were wrong then. He didn't have to do all that. If doing all that made him a great best friend, see what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. If the fact that he was able to be there for you when you called just because it was a red, green, or purple bird that flew by you on your way to work, the fact that he was right there available for you, whether you wanted to smile or crack a joke or laugh or cry or break down or whatever you wanted to do. You put some music on and dance, he danced with you. Whatever you want to do, the fact that he was there for you in all those respects, if that wasn't important, then why'd you have him as your best friend? Why'd you have that connection with him then? No, it was all important, and you don't have to feel bad about that. What I'm saying is, okay, so now that he's giving it to old girl, you're a rational person. You want to be respectful. So here you go, chopping down your own needs. Well, I can understand. I can understand. And so, yeah, I'm probably not going to call. Or, yeah, I'm not going to just go get them tickets for the concert. Because even though I know he loves so-and-so, she don't even know that that's who he really liked. She don't even know. So I heard so-and-so was in concert. I'm going to get the ticket. Maybe I shouldn't because they might want to go. See all this that you're doing within yourself? Danger alert. E in alert. Storm coming. See, this is what I'm saying to you. I'm trying to be here for you. I'm trying to say that your emotional state is important. And if you have these needs, which you do, then okay. I mean, hey, that's what makes you you. You don't have to stop being you. But doggone it, if this cat is supposed to be all that for you, Mr. George, well, now he can't do it now. So what do you do? What happens to you? Did you just get run over by a Mack truck, quote unquote? Didn't see it coming. Now you all jacked up. Okay, now who you gonna call? Now who gonna be there for you? Now who fills the gaps in your life? There you go. There you go. See, you put yourself in a situation. But hey, you got to be understanding, because he was so-and-so now. And they might not even make it 2 weeks. Then what? Now he need to cry on your shoulder 2 weeks from now. What you gonna do? Yeah, okay, you ain't feeling some kind of way that now all of a sudden he got time for you again. Don't you see? Don't you see? And I'm telling you that somewhere in this is City Road Show. We're going to keep it 100. Somewhere in this, I'm knowing you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me, girl. But I'm knowing somewhere in this, you was thinking, she don't deserve him like I do anyway. Now be mad if you want to. Go on and be mad. But you and I both know that you know too much about this dude, and you know that y'all have shared too much. That when you done sized up this female, you thinking, man, George, for real, you gonna give all your whatever to that? Now, you know, you want to act like, well, we were just friends anyway, and I never thought that way about him, and he don't think that way about me. Okay, that's what you want to say, the Sydney Rhodes Show. You done thought about it, and now you feeling some kind of way, and I'm going to say insecure. But I think you got a right to that because you've invested into it. Don't you know? See, I don't want to get that far off into it. Those who understand will know what I'm saying, and I'll leave it at that. But there's a concept of making somebody invest before you go too far. Now, if you understand, you understand. But you don't just, let a person just put so much out there. They're going to be looking for a return. So here you go. You done put yourself out there to that degree. Yes, you have. And now you wondering how he don't miss it. Well, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But he's trying to get it now with her. So you don't have what you need. Now let's turn the corner. Let's turn the corner. Because I want to give that old traditional perspective as well. The traditional perspective is what happens when you yourself finds a man now, or he finds you, however you want to fit your biblical understanding. Okay. So You now hooked up with some dude. You got you a new man. George is on the side. George is still ready to call you every time a red or green or blue bird or purple or whatever cross in front of his path like he always did. And on your phone is his smiling face. And now your man is wondering, who's this dude? You know, why he calling at 3 a.m. to tell you what's on TV, to tell you that such and such reruns playing, some Good Times reruns playing. Well, why is he calling you to tell you that? Oh, I meant to. Yeah, well, see, hey, it's okay because George, that's my best friend, and we go way back, and it's not even like that between us. He might be like, oh, okay, but he called 3 a.m. I mean, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, he just used to do it. He don't mean no harm though. But I mean, is that a problem? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a problem, for all the way. But I'm just saying, he ain't got to call. You can call at different times, right? You ain't got to be, calling you at 3 a.m, does he? Oh, okay. Well, I ain't think it was a problem, but see, let's take it a step further. So, y'all do what you do, and y'all hang out at each other's house. You and George, before your man came into the picture. You go to his house, hang out. He go to your house, hang out. Because y'all just so much friends, right? Y'all just friends. Ain't no other stuff going on. Ain't no grown folk stuff going on, right? Okay. So, there might be some nights, weather's bad. He say, hey, why don't you just stay here tonight? You be like, all right. You ain't feel like getting up no how. Y'all chilling, watching movies or whatever, But ain't nothing grown stuff going. Okay, yeah, okay, whatever. So, you chilling, watch the movie, whatever, okay. Now, what happens when your new man comes into the picture and let's say your man's, you wasn't seeing him tonight. So you say, well, hey, I'm going to go spend some time with George. So you go by George's spot. Hey, what's up? Hey, I got some movies. Okay. So y'all cool now watching movies. Now you got your new man on the side, but this was y'all night. He doing something, whatever. Okay. You start looking at the clock. Man, it done got late. It's almost 2:00. Now George ain't thinking nothing about it because George, you done stayed over here plenty of times. But now you at George's house, 2 a.m. with your movies. Your man don't know that. But let's say your man decide to call you at 3, 4 a.m. like George has done. You see the phone and dang, that's your man. So you got to answer, right? That's your man, right? Don't you? Maybe you don't. Let's just say you answer. So you answer, hey, baby, what's going on? I was just thinking about you. Just wanted to check on you. Sorry we didn't get a chance to spend time together tonight, but I just want you to know I was thinking about you and, just make sure everything's all right over there. And, oh, yeah, everything's cool. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up. Did I wake you up? No, I'm just watching a movie. Oh, yeah? What you watching? Oh, I'm just watching, and in the background, he hear George talking about something. Tell him I said, what's up? He said, the storm coming. Oh, man. But he your best friend, so, why should he think he can't say that? He being polite, because supposedly ain't nothing going on. So why he can't be like, tell him I said, what's up? Dang. See, it's getting messy. But y'all ain't even doing nothing, right? Y'all just doing what you did as best friends before your man came in the picture. So, you're not doing nothing out of the ordinary in your relationship. But it's going on 3 a.m. now. Okay? 2, 3 a.m, whatever. It's late. Tell him I said, what's up? Now, let's say, because y'all done talked about George, he done met George. So let's just say that he don't instantly think you with a stranger. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt that y'all done had these kind of conversations. Let's push the conversation along. So he recognizes George. So he's like, hey, so that's George, huh? Oh, yeah. I knew we wasn't spending time tonight, so I just came over to spend time with George, Now you feeling some kind of way. You hear that there's a problem, right? So you like, yeah, he had a problem at the job and wanted to talk about it. So now you know he had no problem at the job, but you feeling some kind of way already. Are we gonna be honest on the Sydney Rhodes show or not? Are we or not? You know by the tone of your man's voice, he wouldn't be your man if you couldn't pick up on the tone, girl. You know by the tone of his voice that something is wrong in his mind with this scenario. You already know. So don't be telling me about it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Well, baby, I just came by, cause he has a little something going on at the job, and so kick back, watch a couple movies, just chilling, spending the time. So you about to leave then, huh? Knowing you had a couple more movies still gonna watch, right? What you gonna say? Yeah, baby, I'm gonna come on home. Nah, that's alright. It's kind of late. I really don't want you driving this late at night. I'll come over there and pick you up. We'll just get your car in the morning. I'm on my way to come get you. 917-725-4241, Sydney Rhodes Show. Be mad if you want to. I'm just trying to help. We'll be right back. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Shh. Have you heard? You ain't hear about that. Did you hear? Who told you? That Increased Solution LLC is making a 24/7 network? Come on now. Well, what about the Sidney Rhodes Show? Oh, Sidney Rhodes Show is still going to be from 9 to midnight, though. Oh, okay, because, you don't be tripping. Sidney Rhodes Show is still from 9 to midnight. Okay. But, you mean all those other hours, 24/7, need to be filled? Which means cats can have their own show? You tripping. Are you serious? Or they can be guests on other shows? So you mean if you had a talent or idea or something you want to do, you got a chance right here to reach the world? Come on, man. What's the catch? What? All they gotta do is get at you? On Facebook? Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr.? So wait a minute, what kind of topics? I mean, they could do what? Relationships, religion, news, education, health, race, business development, entertainment, empowerment? What? All of that? And whatever else? What? All they gotta do is get at you? What you trying to say? That if they want to get out there, they can get out there. This is their chance. For real, though? For real, they just go Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., send you a message and be like, hey, this is something I want to do. And then if it's good, it's good. Is that what you're trying to say? For real? Man, that sounds all right. That's kind of cool. All right. Nah, I'm with that. I ain't going to hold you up with that. All right. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Okay, all right. I might try to have a show. That's all right. Well, wait. What if I got a product or a service, something I just want to advertise to the world? I could Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., and I can hook up and try to get that too? Man, that's all right. Oh, man, go on, man. That's cool, man. All right. No, I ain't gonna hate. I like it. 24/7 network. All right, helping people, giving some good perspectives, having people think about things, man, and some entertainment too, man. That's hot. All right, I'm cool. That'll work. The Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Hey. We are back. Thank you for being here every night, 9 to midnight. Taking your live calls, 917-725-4241. Ladies, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. So, everybody ain't gonna talk to you like this, so this is if you agree or disagree, that's cool. Like I say, we try to collaborate. We try to get all the perspectives, put them on the table, take a look at it. I'm trying to be fair in the spot, and I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to say, hey, well, there are exceptions. But I hate to think that you're gonna be out there just having yourself vulnerable and at least know what you into. Don't get caught off guard, especially you listening to the Sidney Rhodes Show. Then you shouldn't just be all caught off guard. Because whether we talking about news, politics, relationships, you're supposed to be getting some insight. We get that consciousness going. We open it up so you see what's going on. Now, okay, well, now let's see. So where we left off. And again, program is on demand, iTunes and YouTube, so you can, go back. So where we at? Your man then got off the phone with you, stopping you because it's 2 or 3 in the morning, something like that. He stopping you from driving home from your best friend's house. And we gave your best friend the name of George. So George, brother George, he the nice guy that he is, he let it be known that wanted to say hello to your man over the phone, say hi, say what's up, so put you out there. So anyway, where we at in the story is your man's on the way to the house because he don't want you driving home at that time from George's place, so he's on his way to the house. Let's just get to that. So he's at the house now. Of course, it's George's house. And George, he opens the door. Let's give it a time now. Let's say it is 3 a.m. now. Okay, let's give it a time. It's 3 a.m. Sidney Rhodes Show, trying to help. So, and what's up? So, he see you on the couch. Now I'm gonna give you credit. You ain't in the bedroom, but you in some pajama type stuff. But I understand, because if George were a female, if he was a woman and was your best friend, and it's 3 a.m. and y'all watching movies, I wouldn't expect you to still have your work clothes on. Holla if you hear me. It's getting dangerous, y'all. So, okay. So your man see you in these pajamas. Now, maybe in your mind, sisters, y'all thinking she should already change her clothes, but that ain't how the story gonna go. I want to show y'all, because if there wasn't no problem, then there ain't no problem, right? If there ain't no problem, there ain't no problem, right? Okay, well, then don't be trying to say she should have done this or she should have. Wait a minute. If it ain't no problem, it ain't no problem. If there's no danger, there's no danger. Okay, you can't have it both ways. So she greets, or you greet your man. And, okay, baby, let's go. He really is short on, I'm not trying to sit down and rap a taste on it. I'm not trying to watch the rest of the movie, wait till the movie end, because maybe that's why you still sitting there. The movie wasn't off yet. You thought he was going to come in and the 3 of y'all was going to finish the movie. Maybe that's what you was thinking. You was thinking that. Your man's not thinking that. Your man's not trying to sit back and watch the rest of this movie. Your man wasn't even planning on coming out the house tonight. He came to get you and check things out. That's why he's there. But if you wanted to be like, well, let's pop some popcorn, the 3 of us, okay. That ain't why he showed up. Now, again, there's exceptions to every rule. That ain't why he showed up. So, okay, baby, let's go. That's what he's saying. Okay, baby, let's go. So he watches you get up and head to the bedroom. Ouch. Now, why are you going to the bedroom? You're going to the bedroom because you have clothes over George's house that happen to be in his closet that happens to be in the bedroom. Ouch. But wait a minute. Wait. Is that so bad? That's your best friend. So y'all spend time together. The fact that you got some clothes at this man's house that's your best friend is only logical because y'all have spent so much time together. You got stuff over there. That's your best friend. It might be over there because you left it some other times and it accumulated. Sometimes you went over there and changed, or y'all went somewhere, then you went somewhere else, or y'all did one thing and then, you went and did something else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went to the park, then y'all went to dinner, then y'all went to go see your mama. You done changed a couple times, maybe during, you got clothes over there. Well, they ain't gonna just be over there. They gonna be somewhere. So, they hanging up in the closet. So, right. So, you going into the bedroom now to get your clothes, change some clothes, it's about to go outside and, your man gonna take you home. He gonna leave your car, came to retrieve you. Mm-hmm. So George is, he trying to be cool, hey man, how you doing? Everything all right? But your man is like short with it. He's just short with it, like, everything's all right, man. Everything cool. This your man talking. I'm telling y'all, there's danger in the house. So you go in the bedroom, you do your change, and you come back out, but you ain't got the pajamas, you ain't got a bag, you just coming out with some street clothes on. Because once again, you leave clothes over there all the time. Because there ain't no danger here, right? Sid is just wrong, right? Ain't no danger. So you just leave, you change your clothes and you hung up the other ones or whatever, folded them up, put them in the dresser, whatever you did, you coming out ready to go. Okay, baby, I'm ready. Where your pajamas at? What you? Oh, I folded them up and put them in the dresser. Ouch. See. Storm coming. See, your man is not feeling all this. And what I'm trying to paint that you may think is extreme, but you got to know that it's possible if you with your best friend and your best friend's a man, and now you got another man. Okay? How can this not be a possibility? Unless, like I said, unless you're going to make all kind of adaptations and you're going to start to make extra boundaries, well, then what's that going to do to relationship? Then y'all can't just be best friends. Y'all gonna have a whole new definition of relationship, what that means that you or he or both are not getting what you needed, which is why y'all had what you had before. So therefore, if you come into this new thing so that everybody's safe and happy and politically correct, then ain't nobody really satisfied like they used to be in the other relationship. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, George ain't going to be complete and satisfied like he was with you. You're not going to be like you were with George. That's not going to be. So if the man, your new man, if he take you to another level, a higher level, it still ain't going to be the same as what you had with George. It's probably going to be a lower level because he don't know you like George know you. Okay. So you coming back out. 917-725-4241. You come back out and your man checks you about why you ain't got you. Say you folded up, put it in. Okay. Well, he been cool all this time, y'all. He hasn't raised his voice yet. He been keeping it short, but he hasn't blown up, right? Okay. At this point, your man is he's only so much. There's only so much the brother can take. So he snaps at you about, you better go get them clothes and whatever else you got over here, you need to get that too. Now, I wanna go back over. I just want to say, look, you know, we trying to build healthy relationships, trying to build healthy families, and you know, I mean, just play it out. I hope this is not happening with you, but you know, be aware. So he snaps at you and get everything else, boop, 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 okay? You shook because your man is hot. You went from thinking y'all was about to cool out the three of y'all and watch the rest of this movie at 3 a.m. to, dang, your man's hot. But you in George's house, and George is your best friend. And George has been with you through thick and thin, and Mr. New Man is Mr. New Man. Come on, Sid. So, what happens if, I ask you, ladies, what happens if George ain't the type of man to let his best friend be snapped on like that? It's probably why he was your best friend anyways, because you know he'll hold it down for you. Holla if you hear me. So now, George is watching in his living room some dude getting loud with his best friend. And he looks at the expression on his best friend, that's you, y'all, looks at the expression on your face, looks at how this just dug into you, and he feeling some kind of way off top. But what really might set him off is if he sees you say, oh, okay. Sydney Rose Show, 917-725-4241. I know I'm on this, so if y'all ain't gonna jump up and down and say, Sid, you own it, then that's your business, but I know I'm on it. So he looking at you back down. You didn't check your man. You didn't tell your man, hey, wait. This is my best friend and we cool and that ain't even, you didn't do none of that. You backed up 100%. George now sees this side of you that he didn't ever want to see. George is not feeling like this dude has a right to impact you in that way. So he was already feeling some kind of way when the dude got loud in his house. Okay? To which he was doing nothing that he don't normally do with you. Holla if you hear me. So he ain't feeling like he done, cross no lines because he doing what he's always done. And he ain't at her house. She came there because your butt wasn't seeing her tonight. So she came where she felt safe and comfortable to be with her best friend. Holla if you hear me. So now you in his house, done got loud. He let that be what it was. But then when he saw the expression on his best friend's face, now he feel like he got to defend his best friend's honor. Sidney Rhodes Show. 917-725-4241. We're here every night, 9 to midnight. Just trying to help. I'll continue the story shortly. Hang in there. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. So, yeah, it's just a part of speaking out for those that, don't have a voice, we have an obligation, to help cats. It just can't be about us all the time. There's people that need help, and this is what we do, We got to reach back. We got to help out. Sidney Rhodes Show. That's what we all about. Nah, I know you ain't afraid to call. I know you ain't afraid to call. And you don't be agreeing with everything I say. Don't it? You do not be agreeing with everything I say. Then keep it 917-725-4241. You better call 917-725-4241. Why do this, Sidney Rhodes Show? Well, it's not about whether or not, we have all the answers. I think it's a collaborative effort. I think that there are a lot of brilliant people in the world, and this is a point, a critical point in history. And if we can circle the wagons round, if we can bring the people together to think about the concepts and look at things from a different angle, different perspective, look deeper, it's possible that we can help somebody. It's possible that we can create better structures, towards a more perfect union. You dig? So I really, I throw out a lot of questions, because I really want people to think. And, sometimes I just, I believe there's a utility to just allowing some things to be questioned, just that First Amendment right, just allow it to be questioned, and then if it's the truth, let it be the truth, if it stands, let it stand. If not, then we got work to do. You feel me? I think we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our future. We owe it to our children to get to the truth and then stand on that. That's the Sidney Rhodes Show, So I invite people from all different perspectives, with respect. We put it up. We put it to the test. That's what we do. Sidney Rhodes Show. And that's why we do what we do, Gotta love it. Sidney Rhodes Show. Nah, I know you ain't afraid to call. I know you ain't afraid to call. And you don't be agreeing with everything I say. Don't it? You do not be agreeing with everything I say. Then keep it 917-725-4241. You better call 917-725-4241. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Hey, we are back. We are so honored that you're with us tonight. We're talking that dangerous stuff, man. Wow. Thinking back to mystical. Danger. Yeah. It ain't easy. I understand that, ladies want to have somebody in their corner. It's a jacked up world. So, of course, people want somebody in their corner. So if it happens to be a man that you cool with, I can understand filling them voids. Want you to also consider the risk factor of such a relationship. That there's pluses and minuses. You need to be aware of that. So we're not advocating any craziness and violence. We telling a story that you take it or leave it alone. Well, now where were we, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls? Yeah. So George is feeling some kind of way, but he kept it. Oh, and if you missed iTunes, YouTube, all that, the programs will be on demand. You can rewind and catch up with where we are. So George is feeling some kind of way, but he didn't instantly go there. But then when he saw this new dude who's in his house back you up like that, now he, you his best friend. Y'all done spent too much time. Too much has been exchanged. It's your best friend. Now he's seeing you hurt like that. He's seeing you shook like that. Your brother would feel that way. Your daddy would feel, your mama would feel that way. I mean, there's people, when people care about you, or they used to seeing you hold it down for yourself. They used to seeing you, tongue rattle. Anybody, somebody say something to you, you whop, 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 So trust me, when they see that you don't respond in that way, it does something to them. When they don't see you snap back. When they see you be like, okay. It messes with them. Sidney Rhodes Show, I tell it how it is. So that's what happened to George. He saw you like that. Like, it did something to him. Everybody human. So sometimes we do things that we, if we had more time to think about it, we might not do it. But in the heat of the moment, his focus is he want to stop what just happened. He don't want to see it. He don't want to feel it. He don't want you to feel it. So you see that look on your best friend. So now you got your man who you learning how he gets down, but George, and George got a major problem with what he just saw. Okay. Let's take it to another level for the sake of our mental gymnastics. Okay? For the sake of the mental gymnastics. Let's say Brother George ain't no joke when it come to self-defense in his own house. Okay. George has every right in his own house to have defense materials, tools of self-defense. Now, you his best friend, so George ain't no violent dude, but you know that George has a house full of capabilities. You know that. George has a house full of, okay, holla if you hear me. So now, you seeing that this is a problem developing very quickly. You are seeing that it can get out of control very quickly. And you know that at this point, you are the only person who's going to be able to stop this from going to that next level. Because it's right there. It's on the line. You can feel it. It's there. You got to stop it. You're a new man and you know George. Okay. And you know what's in that house. So what you do, you say to your man, come on, let's just go. Now remember, he sent you back in the bedroom to go get not only those pajamas he saw you in, but to get everything else that you got in this house. You said okay, but now that you see how George is responding, you didn't go to the bedroom. Now your mind is thinking, I need to get my man out of this house now. Can y'all see what's happening here? Danger. But that's your best friend. Okay. Because it's okay to just have best friends that are do. Okay. Play it on out, Sid. Play it on out. So, you're trying to get your man out the house now. And as you go to him, as you walk towards him, go to grab his arm in a sweet way and just say, come on, baby, let's go. He get to shaking you off. He ain't trying to hurt you now. We can go there another night on the program. He ain't trying to hurt you, but he can feel that you trying to grab his arm and just be like, come on, baby, let's go. And he shake that off like, go on in that room like I just told you to. And get your stuff. But he ain't picking up on the fact that it ain't that you wasn't willing to get your stuff because you had already told him you would. What he's not picking up on is what you just noticed in George's face. Holla if you hear me. You realize George ain't going to allow this to go down like this. You ain't going to allow this new dude to talk to me like this. So that's really why I'm trying to get you out of here. But you're not saying it to him that way. And he don't know George like that. He don't even know you like that. What he know is he told you go in there and get your stuff and you ain't going. Now you talking about some, come on, baby, let's go. Which in his mind is saying, so you just trying to leave, you just going to leave the stuff there? You just going to leave, why are you going to leave the stuff in there? I just told you just going to leave some pajamas and stuff at this man's house? That's what he's seeing, right? He's seeing the disrespect of the fact that you saying you ain't gonna get your stuff. Come on, baby, let's just go. So he's seeing it now like, hey, so you just gonna relegate what I'm saying. You just minimizing what I'm saying. This is important to me. And you just saying, come on, let's go. Trying to be sweet talking me, baby, let's go. He's flipping. He's not feeling good about that. So he's shaking you off. Again, not to try to hurt you. You didn't try to hurt him when you wouldn't put your arm around him. Come on, baby, let's go. He's like, nah, go get that stuff. So he got loud again. What you think George is ready to do now? So now that you can't get your man out the house and you see George is flipping even more so, what do you do now? You make one more plea to your man because you know you ain't got much time now because this is about to explode. And again, you know it's in the house. So you make a direct plea to your man. Come on, baby, let's go. Now, your intention here is to make it emphatically clear that you're trying to let him know something is going on and we need to go. That don't go over so well with the dude because men, now you done kind of question whether or not I can handle myself in this situation. See, when you just made that, when you did that and put that tone on me, even though in your mind you're trying to help and trying to solve the situation, try to mitigate the situation, I hear that. But in the heat of the moment, what you just told this man, see, women, I'm trying to help you. Sidney Rose Show. What you just did when you put that tone on that man is you made him feel like, oh, there's something going on and you think that I can't handle it? So I got to go? We can pick up on that quiver in your voice when you was like, come on, let's just go. Now he can see that he can start to sense that you trying to tell him something, but what you really doing is you're also telling him that there's a danger if he stays and for him to leave. But he your man. So if there's a danger here, why he got to go? You safe, I'm safe, because I'm your man and I'm here with you. And in your heart you saying, dude, I don't know you, but I know George and we ain't safe. Or at least you ain't safe. I'm safe. Let me say it like that. She knows she's safe, but your butt ain't safe. Mr. Newman. But we got all this danger going on. So, your man don't like the fact that he now feels like he's inadequate in the spot. He don't like the fact that you didn't go get your stuff. He don't like the fact that you trying to make it like there's dangers. Therefore, instead of you running to him, you saying we need to run away. So your man is feeling like he got to, his pride is shook. His confidence is on the line. His bop, whatever the case. He's only a dude. He's not Superman. So, he feeling some kind of way. Not only is this woman going to leave some pajamas in the place, not only is she here at 3 a.m, but on top of that, now I'm telling her, and then she will tell me, okay. So now, of course, he snaps back. Of course he does. George is already tipsy. He's already upset. He's already, feeling that way. The rest is what it is. Ladies, I'm just saying to you, your relationship with George, I understand through the years, y'all been cool, been there for each other. I think it's great that men and women relate. I think we get balance from each other. We get skills. We get understanding. It's great to have that, especially with how crazy this world is, to find anybody anybody with some sense who cares about you and is willing to put up with your butt. Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, because we do some stupid stuff. For real. So, I mean, to have cats that's willing to be down for you, okay. Hey, and the fact that having to be a person of the opposite sex, but you're not trying to really date them, okay. I mean, I'm okay. But I'm not going to back up from my point that although there may be some usefulness to that, it is dangerous. The first segment of the show, we were saying it was dangerous because you may not be emotionally available for him, or he may not be emotionally available for you, which means your emotional stability is in danger. Now I've painted a picture for you where your physical, come on, Sid. I mean, I do what I do. I know I'm on it. So your physical is now in jeopardy, in his physical, and whatever else could happen. Because even if he does leave, even if something with George goes whatever way it goes, even if they get to let's say that they don't pull out no tools. And y'all know how things go in this world. Tools gonna come out. But let's say ain't no tools come out. They just go old school, fisticuff. Okay, let's just say they handle it like that, straight up. Man to man, left hook, right, Okay, let's say they do it like that. Let's just say that. You still got to go home with this man, right? You still got to ride in the car with him. And the bottom line is, why were you there till 3 a.m. anyway? If you had not have been there 3 a.m. Okay, so now you with this man who, whether he won or lost, he might be bleeding, he might be puffed up eye, busted lip, whatever. He got to go to work tomorrow like this. All because your butt was there at 3 a.m. But that's your best friend. Sydney Rose Show, 917-725-4241. So there's a danger. There's a danger. Holla if you hear me. Now, keep it all how you keep it. Keep it in perspective. Keep it in perspective. We're gonna turn the corner now because you got this. You got that. Now let's turn the corner. If you want me to talk about it some more, 917-725-4241. But I'm moving on. So let's look at this. I'm still not convinced. You got your emotional hookup, your physical. Okay, I'm still not convinced that George wouldn't want to be with you if he had the opportunity. Come on, Sid. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that George knows you like he knows you, cares about you like he cares about you, has invested all that he has in you, and he wouldn't take it further if you let it be. I'm not convinced of that. I mean, it's easy to be like, ain't nothing going on, we just whatever, but that's coming from you, sister. I mean, let's play it out. Let's play it out. I need you to raise your hand. I'm looking at you. Raise your hand. Let me see. Raise your hand if your best girlfriend, I'm talking about your best girlfriend, okay? Your girlfriend, one of your better girlfriends, the best girlfriend that you got. I ain't talking about no funny business. I'm talking about straight people. I'm saying your best girlfriend. Okay, raise your hand if you like it when your girlfriend notices that you got something cute on. Again, I ain't talking no funny stuff. I'm just saying straight up, right? You like the fact that your girl noticed when you wearing something that's cute. True or false? Okay. So when you stepping out looking good, last night we had on Pastor Jerry Bishop. Well, let's just say we go to church. Go to that great man. Go to that. Let's say we go to Dr. Rose. We go over there. That's a great man, y'all, by the way. Great man. Let's say you go there and you there and hey, one of the ladies come up to you and say, sister, I just want you to know that what you wearing is just, really looks nice on you. It really looks nice. Now that does something to you, right? That compliment is an affirming. It makes you feel good. It that somebody noticed you. Like, okay, now keep that in mind. Now your best friend is the one who's supposed to be the real mirror for you. Okay, now I'm just saying your best friend. So in other words, if your best friend know that you wearing something that ain't matching, your best friend's the one probably like, yo, that don't really work. That girl, I understand. Here, you might want to. I know you ain't had no money to get them shoes, because she know your situation. So why don't you wear mine that'll go better with what you got on, because I don't want to see you at church like that. That's your best friend. So your best friend give it to you, straight, no chasers at times. So when your best friend tell you, girl, you was rocking that make you feel real good because she know. And she know you, and she know what look good on you. Okay, now just work with me on this. Now, if your best friend is a dude, okay. So when he telling you, oh, girl, you rocking that. Girl, you rocking that. I mean, he got to say it to you, right? Because it's your best friend. So you got to get that affirmation from somebody, right? So you're supposed to get your best friend, get some affirmation from your best friend, right? How does he know that you looking so good if he ain't attracted in any way? He a man, ain't he? He a man, ain't he? So your man know that you looking so good, but it's just surface. It's just like a woman talking to you. No, heck no. What kind of man is he? I mean, we're going to be grown in the house. Let me say it like this. You can acknowledge something, don't mean you're going to act on it. But if you had opportunity, would you act on it? Okay. Okay. You know, back in the day, Cass was like, you know, I was going to just give you a list of women. You know, I was going to give you a list. But maybe not. But I was going to give you a list of superstars. You know, women that was just superstars. And you can think of them in your mind if, you know the ones. Cats, if they had a chance to be with her, they would be with her. But you don't really have that chance. But when, but you watch and you like, dang, she look good. Come on, man. But you don't have the opportunity to really be with her. Ladies, you the same way. I mean, old school ladies, Denzel's still that dude. But you ain't really going to be with Denzel. Or if you like sports, LeBron or somebody like that, or if you music, if it's Drake or somebody, you see him for how you see him, Boris, y'all ladies, the dudes, the dudes. So Idris, them cats, but you ain't really gonna be with them. But when you look at it, you're like, dang. Okay, so now if that person was your best friend, you spending that kind of time with that person, right? Okay. The only reason why you're not taking it to the next level is because the other person is not availing it to you. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, but I'm just saying, I think that's a big possibility. So I'm not convinced that George would not take that next step with you if you open that door a little bit. If after that night, when y'all went to boxing, let's say it only went that far, okay, and let's say you done with this dude, because you wasn't boxing with him. Hopefully, when you got home, you were still safe. Hopefully, because you had to ride to get hopefully, But what if, you're just like, hey, this is too much. I need to have my friend. I thought you understood, and I could make this change, but I don't really want to make this change. It ain't gonna work. So okay, so now y'all done. So what if you go end up back over to George's house because maybe he lost the fight? Maybe he over there busted up. Maybe he got to go to the hospital. He didn't pull out his tools. He just tried to do it like a man, straight up. But he lost. He didn't like the way this dude was trying to talk to you. And you didn't like it either. So now you done with this dude, but now you back over there. Now it's like 5 a.m. You got to take George to the hospital. He was just trying to defend you and your honor and whatever. And so now you looking at your best friend busted up because you done brought some dude into your life. And George, he ain't never done nothing like that. He ain't never been disrespectful to you. Ain't never yelled at you like that. Ain't never put you in no compromised position like that. And you just thinking, dang, now you gonna tell me. 917-725-4241, Sydney Rhodes Show. You right, ain't no danger. You can be best friends. It's all right. You right. What was I thinking? Sydney Rhodes Show. We'll be right back. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Now, I know you ain't afraid to call. I know you ain't afraid to call. And you know you don't be agreeing with everything I say. Don't it? You do not be agreeing with everything I say. Then keep it 917-725-4241. You better call 917-725-4241. Shh. Have you heard? You ain't hear about that. Did you hear? Who told you? That Increased Solution LLC is making a 24/7 network? Come on now. Well, what about the Sidney Rhodes Show? Oh, Sidney Rhodes Show is still going to be from 9 to midnight, though. Oh, okay, because, you don't be tripping. Sidney Rhodes Show is still from 9 to midnight. Okay. But, you mean all those other hours, 24/7, need to be filled? Which means cats can have their own show? You tripping. Are you serious? Or they can be guests on other shows? So you mean if you had a talent or idea or something you want to do, you got a chance right here to reach the world? Come on, man. What's the catch? What? All they gotta do is get at you? On Facebook? Sidney J. Rhodes Jr.? So wait a minute, what kind of topics? What they could do what? Relationships, religion, news, education, health, race, business development, entertainment, empowerment, what? All of that? And whatever else? What? All they gotta do is get at you? What you trying to say? That if they want to get out there, they can get out there. This is their chance. For real though? For real, they just go Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., send you a message and be like, hey, this is something I want to do. And then if it's good, it's good. Is that what you're trying to say? For real? Man, that sounds all right. That's kind of cool. All right. Nah, I'm with that. I ain't going to hold you up with that. All right. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Okay. All right. I might try to have a show. That's all right. Well, wait. What if I got a product or a service or something I just want to advertise to the world? I could Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr., and I can hook up and try to get that too? Man, that's all right. Oh, man, go on, man. That's cool, man. All right. No, I ain't gonna hate. I like it. 24/7 network. All right, helping people, giving some good perspectives, having people think about things, man, and some entertainment too, man. That's hot. All right. I'm cool. That'll work. Nah, I know you ain't afraid to call. I know you ain't afraid to call. And you know you don't be agreeing with everything I say. Don't it? You do not be agreeing with everything I say. Then keep it 917-725-4241. You better call 917-725-4241. So yeah, it's just a part of speaking out for those that, don't have a voice, we have an obligation, to help cats. It just can't be about us all the time. There's people that need help, and this is what we do, We got to reach back. We got to help out. Sidney Rhodes Show. That's what we all about. The Sidney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying yourself tonight. Oh, great story, huh? Again, on demand, iTunes, YouTube, you could play it back. Check it out if you missed any parts of it. So, what's so wrong with George? Sisters, I'm talking to you. What's the problem here? Are we, or vice versa? George, maybe George need to take another look at you. Y'all got something special. This best friend stuff, Maybe y'all need to find a way to really be together. Now, before you be like, okay, but what's he your best friend for? If relationships are hard, right? Relationships are amazingly difficult, right? So, that being the case, maybe just take the great qualities that obviously George has, the chemistry that obviously y'all have together, the experiences, the ups, the downs, the investment. Okay, so let's say right off top, The reason why y'all ain't together already is because there's some things that, maybe he don't really, move you in a certain way physically or something like that. I could see that if we took a survey, I could see that maybe he don't move me, or maybe it's something about you or something about him, that just, ain't exactly. But Doug, how many things is he already, surpassing other people in your life to get to that level of being your best friend? Is he a little overweight? Is he a little messier than you would like? These are things that, we can work on. We all try to make improvements, right? And who better to try to work on improving each other with? Because there's things about both of us that, we both need some improvement. So, okay, so then your best friend, because that's what you should be doing with your best friend anyways. Your best friend is skinny as they can be, and knowing that you need to drop a couple pounds, your best friend's still willing to walk with you every morning. That's your best friend. Your best friend don't need to walk, but your best friend gonna walk because they walking with you, and they not even mad about it. They don't want to walk, don't need to walk, but because it's you, they don't mind. That's your best friend. Why not be with your best friend? Now, again, I ain't talking about no funny business. I'm talking about, our whole concept here is it's a person of the opposite sex. Now, come on now. Don't be taking me the wrong way. Relationships are hard, and we need more love. We need more understanding. And so maybe that gap can be worked on versus new dude who you're going to have to go through 1,001 changes with to be with. But because he's just so attractive, because he's whatever, as soon as I saw him, I was whop, 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 whop. Come on. George done been there by your side for 7 years. 7 years. New man done caught your eye for 7 seconds. You may never get to the point of being vulnerable enough to have new man support you or you support him to the level that you have already been, right? You might not even live that long. Shucks. What you and George done been through should mean something. Well, I ain't gonna mess it up because I don't want to. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. If you try to do it outside of George, what I'm proposing to you is be careful of the danger, babe. That's what I'm saying. Be careful of the danger. If you're gonna try to find this great thing outside of George, what you gonna do with George? Well, he just gonna understand. Well, that's not fair to George. Well, my man gonna understand. Well, that's not fair to your new man. Well, then I'll just make accommodations. Well, then that's not fair to you. Because your cake can eat it too, but you're not really going to get what you really need because George is the one who's able to give those things to you, but you're looking for an extra piece. But if you sacrifice for that one piece, all the great qualities about, come on now, hear what I'm saying to you. Don't take away all the great things that George has got in your life and help him with your life for this 1 or 2 pieces of attraction that you got for new dude. You might want to consider making it work with George. Look, George has got your best hookup as a priority in his life. He has already proven to you that your safety, your wellness, your family, the things that are important to you, he's already shown you, he's already proven to you they are important to him. But no, you're going to go and find new dude to try to get all that to work the same way with new dude. What? How many of these cats you think are out here? If it was that easy, what's the... Stop it. Just stop it. No, it's not. Now, again, there's no guarantee that just because you with George, you're going to have the best marriage ever and you'll never get divorced. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, though, is look at the foundation you already got. Maybe marriage will take it to a level that you didn't want it to go and it got to whatever and it was to whatever. And maybe. But you have so much more sand already in the foundation than the swamp of new dude who don't even know your favorite color, song, shoe size, what you do when you do, what you really look like. Wow. How you just want somebody to be there with you when you sick, just to be there with you. How you just want to call, how you just want to say something funny to him or hear something funny. You know, George got the whole resume. He know the whole deal, and he's cool with it. And what he's not cool with, he's already talked to you about, and y'all have already laughed about it or whatever. Y'all push through, and you still go year after year, and y'all still cool. Then be cool and take it to that spot. I mean, I'm just saying you might want to consider trying that. And to make the point clear, it would surprise me if Mr. Best Friend George, that has been there for all these years, if he isn't involved with somebody else, it would surprise me. Just because you talk all that, we just friends and we don't look at each other that way. It would surprise me if you gave him that shot and he said, heck nah. I ain't never thought about doing no type of stuff like that with you at 3 a.m. I ain't never thought about that. As many compliments as he's given you, as many times he's uplifted you, as many times as he's wiped tears from you, as many times he's run over to just be by your side, but at 3 a.m. he ain't never thought about comforting you in any other way. Like I say, what kind of man is that? What kind of man is that? So let's say he don't do it. Okay. He got his reasons. Okay. But you gonna try to tell me it ain't a thought? And you're gonna try to tell me that if you availed it to him, he would just be turning you down flat? Come on now. You don't really believe that, because that mess with yourself. That's gonna do something to yourself. You know, this self-esteem thing is real. He don't want me like that? What's wrong with me? How your best friend don't want to be close to you in every way? Come on now. I'm saying in their natural self. When your best friend that's a female, and ain't no funny business, she want to be as close to you in every sense that's natural. The natural sense. Come on now. I'm talking real talk now. Come on. I ain't talking about that new age funny business. Same-sex bathrooms and stuff. I ain't talking about none of that nonsense. I'm talking about she just want to be as close to you as possible naturally to support you, to be in your world and have you in hers. That's real. Now, natural with this man who got all these same feelings, but he gonna have some extra stuff on top of it, because you walk a certain way, you smell a certain way, you move a certain way, you react a certain way, and naturally it ought to stimulate him in some way. If not, something wrong. That Sydney Rhodes Show, doggone it. 917-725-4241. Now, if you don't act on it, you don't act on it, but don't be telling me that you don't have no stimulation in some way. And woman, you got it too. It might not be every time you hanging out with this cat. Okay, I give you that. But you miss him in a certain way. And you think about him in a certain way. And if he start to date a new chick, it's going to affect you in a certain way. Because the closeness that you developed. I mean, y'all was to the point where you was checking each other's voicemail, answering stuff on Facebook as the other person. I mean, y'all just in each other's world like that. Y'all best friends. So now when she sent him some messages about how she want to do something to him and give him something special on a Friday night, you got to read all that and you don't feel no kind of way. Okay. You ain't thinking about what she talking about with George. See, you got to just stop. Just sit the road show. We gonna be honest on this doggone show. I ain't trying to be so graphic, but dang, shucks. Be honest on the Sit in the Road Show. That's what we do. 9 to midnight. Family. Gonna talk that real talk. Now, I'm recommending that you don't put yourself through this abuse, because if you're gonna be that vulnerable to a man, come on, women. If you're going to be that vulnerable to a man, you might want to consider sewing that up so that you can keep rolling with that dude. If you done found a man that you can be that vulnerable with, that you would call your best friend, then the whatever's insufficient in that situation, whatever's got you not feeling like it's measuring up, maybe that can be worked on. Because you're going to have a bunch of junk with new dude anyway. Holla if you hear me. We'll have some closing thoughts in a moment. It's Sydney Rhodes Show. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That's all I can say. I mean, what? There it is. The Sydney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sydney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sydney Rhodes Show. So, yeah, it's just a part of speaking out for those that, don't have a voice, we have an obligation, to help cats. It just can't be about us all the time. There's people that need help, and this is what we do, We got to reach back. We got to help out. Sydney Rhodes Show. That's what we all about. The Sydney Rhodes Show, Facebook, Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sydney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sydney Rhodes Show. All right. Hey, I really appreciate you joining us tonight. Great ride. We'll do it again tomorrow, 9 to midnight. I do have some closing thoughts. Let's take a look at something that we might have to pick up another time. But let's just take a look at something real quick. I want at some point to acknowledge that we should and that we need to address the other side of the equation, which is maybe the reason why you and George are best friends is not just because you have not allowed George to get closer. And on the Sydney Rhodes Show, I want to be fair about that. So, ladies, I know that can be a painful situation if it's actually the other way around. So I want you to stay locked to the Sydney Rhodes Show, and I want you to reach out and let us know, the topics that you want us to continue to cover, because it's quite possible that you actually would want this to go further with George, but he's the one. See, we've been addressing it all night from one perspective. Well, actually from several perspectives, but the attraction was more so if you gave George a shot. What I'm acknowledging now, sister, is that I do understand that there are times when you wish George would see you in a different way, where George would be more attracted to you. And he's the one who's slowing the train down. Holla if you hear me. And that can be a hurtful thing. So on Sydney Rhodes Show, we want to work with those issues, because if there are ways that we can address it, ways that we can talk with George, right? Things that we can say that, maybe get to the bottom of what is the hang up, what are the reasons? Is there something that can be done about that so that there can be a unity, that you can unite with George the way you want to, not just in this pseudo best friend mode. Whatever's holding it up, whatever's impeding, maybe we can get closer to the truth, but the truth may not be what you want to hear. It may be he's just not attracted to you like that. And if that's the case, that's not a fun conversation. So those are types of topics that maybe we can deal with and try to get to the bottom of it, because I don't want your self-esteem to be jacked up and you playing this best friend role, and really that ain't really what you're trying to do. So we keep it 100 on the Sydney Rhodes Show. We get to the real deal. And sometimes we start to get deep. It's going to get deep. So, we try to be here for you. Of course, you can always call us 917-725-4241, 9 to midnight Eastern. And dig into the programs. You can connect with us on Facebook. Follow on Twitter at Sydney J. Rhodes Jr. I look forward to receiving your responses. And thank you so much for responding to our daily questions. It really serves a great platform to dig into the kind of stuff. I really enjoy reading your responses, and I appreciate that you're expressing yourselves. This is great. It's a great forum to be able to collaborate on these issues. But I want you to be safe, and I don't want you to be blindsided that your little so-called best friend thing with a man, that can be dangerous, emotionally, physically, and many other ways. You need to be vulnerable to have a best friend. And if that person's respecting the fact that you are vulnerable and is propping you up in so many ways, then maybe it is time to try to take a second look at that individual. It's hard to find love. It's hard to find somebody that can put up with your butt. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. There it is. City Road Show. So if you're listening on the full program, if you're listening to the full program, you know, we've been playing some great tunes, and we're going to go out with some good music. And we look forward to seeing you again, hearing from you again tomorrow, 9 to midnight. And we're going to have a hot topic again. See what's going on in the world of you and I. And it all comes together. Much love. See you soon. Sidney Rhodes Show. Facebook, Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. Follow us at Sidney J. Rhodes Jr. The Sidney Rhodes Show. You're on the right road with the Sidney Rhodes Show.